Hey world, Corinne here with some more blog, vlog, response, question, answer, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to answer some questions that y'all have left me. So that part. Excuse my appearance. I got on my little hat. My roots aren't done. So y'all kind of got the hat appearance. But I also wanted to make sure I got this question answered so I don't get too backlogged on responses. All right, so today's question is about healthy hydration. All right, it's going to be the topic that I've tagged this as. And it says, okay, so this is from Jason out in New Hampshire. Hey, Jason out of New Hampshire. How do you stay hydrated during these ugly sweat sessions? I tend to sweat a lot and I get tired and feel dizzy, and I want to know how much water should I be drinking? Should I be taking your Recoup? Yes. What other electrolyte should I be taking? Is it right to drink Gatorade or other sports drinks? Great question. Great question. All right, so first, shameless plug. Yes, you should be drinking the Recoup. That is the Synergy Nouvelles rehydration powder that you can also find at synergynouvelles.com. Yes, I did make that plug, but you'll be okay about it. So I definitely recommend that. It is going to be your branched chain amino acids. I personally take it, obviously, also. And I use it before my workout sometimes. It depends if I haven't eaten or what's the state. I definitely drink some during my workout, and I always drink some after, typically right before I'm taking the revved up though. But yes, you should be drinking the Recoup. All right, so let's get into your questions, sir. All right, so this is going to be once again kind of a long, but not too long. Not as long as some of the other ones, but hopefully I will answer your question in detail. So, staying hydrated is important when performing any physical activities, whether you're wanting to lose weight or gain muscle. It's especially important when performing the ugly sweat sessions, all right, the training plan, which involves an integration of strength and training and plyometric training. Now, this style of training is often an intense 30 to 50-minute session. If you're going past that, then I would encourage you to kind of speed up just a little bit, but typically these sessions should only last you 30 to 55 minutes. Now, these activities, they're designed to work your nervous system and your fast twitch muscle fibers simultaneously. Now, without the proper amount of hydration, the body will lose its ability to perform, and we don't want that. Now, if in the middle of your workout you sense a strong thirst that's starting to occur, most likely that means your body is already starting to experience dehydration. Now, the more the prolonged the training, the more liquid that needs to be replaced in the body. And if it's not, your workout will start to suffer and fatigue will kick in. Now, according to, there's a journal, Biological Chemistry, I believe. I don't know. I'll put some links below, but it talks about how the brain and the heart are comprised of 73% water. The lungs are 83% water. The skin 64% water. Muscles and kidneys are 79% water. The bones are very watery with 31%, and fatty tissue contains 10%. Therefore, the smallest drop in water intake can actually impact your workout performance. So you need to monitor your hydration schedules before a workout, and that will help determine how you feel during that halfway point, and it'll also carry you throughout the workout. Now, many people will overhydrate, and a lot of times people don't realize that this is such thing. Now, that's actually typically called a process of hyponteremia. I'm not even going to edit that out. Hyponteremia, which is exercise. So, exercise-induced hyponteremia is typically caused by the excess of free water intake that results in massive sodium losses. Now, when you begin to drink more fluids than the kidneys can excrete, the water in the body will actually start to dilute the sodium levels in the blood. It's pretty interesting. Now, this blood is needed for oxygen and brain function. So if you're starting to get some of that brain fog, that's probably why. Now, you mentioned sports drinks. Now, sports drink industry promotes consuming large amounts of fluids during a workout session in hopes to prolong workout sessions. Now, there are many pros and cons to this theory. However, when it comes to performing ugly sweat training sessions, consuming more fluids during a session is not required. The ugly sweat training plan duration, like I said, is about 30 to 55 minutes, which is not really long enough to substantiate these claims. So typically sipping on water or electrolytes, recoup every 15 minutes would be acceptable. However, there are some factors that help determine how much you should drink during your ugly sweat session training plan. So the average person performing the ugly sweat training is most likely looking to improve muscular power, athletic performance. They're looking to burn fat during and after the session, and also have better conditioning. Now, these sessions are generally performed indoors. However, outside environments are acceptable as well. So if you've been watching some of my other posts, I've talked to you about exactly what is ugly sweat training. But just to kind of give you an example, the ugly sweat training plan consists of squats followed by squat jumps and bench press followed by plyometric press ups. If this is your first time watching, I do encourage you to go watch some of the other videos because I do detail that out. Anyway, so to determine if your water consumption is adequate during a training session, Jason, it comes down to basically smart planning. While performing the ugly sweat training plan, it is important to keep your energy and performance levels up. Adequate hydration will ultimately help your muscles perform. The best method is to stay hydrated, is to watch the outtake and match it with your intake. So if you're sweating more, or if your sweating is starting to be more intense and your respiration is high, more water may be consumed. If you use the restroom during the workout, fluids may also need to be replenished. And if you're spitting frequently, water needs to be consumed. During a training session, refueling with electrolytes will also help keep your cells hydrated by replenishing the sodium that is being lost. So the bottom line, train smart and plan effectively. The ugly sweat training plan elicits high sweat rates and substantial water and electrolyte losses. Therefore, you must monitor the water loss and take in comparable amounts. So, it's recommended that you're going to prehydrate several hours before the workout to enable fluid absorption and allow the urine output to return to normal levels after you're done. Okay, I know a lot of times people don't check on their urine, but you should. Sip on fluids containing electrolytes, your BCAAs, your carbohydrates during the session to boost up your performance. And after the workout, the goal is to fully replace any fluid and electrolyte deficits. Now, although there are no studies that show the hydration schedule for the ugly sweat session training plan, I'm trying to say that 10 times fast, the ugly sweat training plan, the American Council of Exercise actually recommends that your pre-workout should be a drink that consists of 17 to 20 fluid ounces of water 2 to 3 hours before your exercise, that you should drink 8 to 20 ounces 30 minutes before your workout, and during your workout, drink about 7 to 10 ounces of water every 10 to 20 minutes during your exercise. Now, your post-workout, you should drink an additional 8 fluid ounces 30 minutes after your exercise. So let me repeat that so it's not confusing. So your post-workout, you should drink an additional 8 ounces of fluid water 30 minutes after your exercise. Then drink 16 to 24 ounces of fluid every pound of body weight lost during your exercise. And the best way to test that is to weigh yourself before your workout with no clothes on, and then weigh yourself after your workout, after you shower with no clothes on. And then you can kind of see what your body weight is and how much water you should consume after that. Now, ultimately, the goal is to intake water during the training to prevent dehydration. Make sure you don't have too much that you're in a state of hyponatremia, and yet have enough that you're able to sweat out those toxins, move waste products out of the joints and muscles, reduce pain, improve flexibility, and decrease your recovery time. So hydration is going to be extremely important, and you want to make sure that you stay on top of it, because like I said, these ugly sweat sessions are meant to be intense, and you want to make sure that you are well hydrated. So let me just make sure that I did not miss any part of your question. I think I answered everything. All right, well, thank y'all so much. I know it was a lot of information in a short amount of time, but hopefully you got something out of it. Peace, love, and light. And make sure you go drink water. And yes, check out the website, www.synergynews.com, for all of your nutritional supplement needs. I'm silly. Anyway, ciao for now.